Hi, I'm Michaela, and today I'm going to do a bookshelf tour with my new beautiful bookshelf. I've never done one of these before. Could be weird. Sorry that this is handheld. I couldn't be bothered with the setup today. My laptop is still broken, so it might be a while to the next one, but we'll see. So here on my top shelf, we have this giant painting of Audrey Hepburn. I've got these Minnie and Mickey bookends. That's my friend's Christmas present that I still haven't sent her. Shout out to Ellie. And then I have a Dragonology Guide to the Wizards of the World book. This is my time turner. Woo! Oh, you can see me. Hey, me. Hi. This is The Secret Language of Birthdays, The Complete Tales of Beatrix Potter, which I've had since I was like 3 years old. The Art of Tangled, which is one of my favorite things I own. It's an Audrey Hepburn book. It's just a photo book with some tales about Audrey in it. And then Dreaming of Dior and Chanel by Charlotte Smith. Great movies. I think it's like 100 great movies or 1,000. I don't know. But yeah, it's a movie book because I like film a lot. Breakfast at Tiffany's, and then a book on Taylor Swift. This is my TBR shelf. It's not all the books that I want to read because there's not enough room, but it's definitely the ones that I want to get through this year. I have Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, Uprooted by Naomi Novik, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, Hollow City by Ransom Riggs, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, which I have read, but I just wanted to keep the books together. Dumpling by Julie Murphy, Aragon by Christopher Paolini, Wake by Amanda Hocking, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, Cross Stitch by Diana Gabaldon, November 9 by Colleen Hoover, Grace and Style, The Art of Pretending You Have It by Grace Helbig, Red Rising by Pierce Brown, Soundless by Rochelle Mead, The Timekeeper by Mitch Albom. This is my favorites shelf, which obviously doesn't have all of my favorite books on it. It's just, this is how it worked out. The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, which I mean, well, I don't know if it's like one of my favorite books ever, but I do love it a lot. Then we have A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. This is my signed edition. And we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, and these two are my favorites. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, which is probably the best book I've ever read in my life. This is my little I don't know what to read jar. If I don't know what to read, I just stick my hand in and, oh, I can't stick my whole hand in, but I pull out a title. It's my Sarah J Maas shelf. We have Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, and my first edition of A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is my Meg Cabot shelf with some other things, but we have Tommy Sullivan is a Freak, Jinx, How to Be Popular, The Princess Diaries, Mia's Christmas, the entire Princess Diaries series with all its changed covers, Royal Wedding, which is number 11. Then we have Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, Wonderland by Joanna Nalden, and Leah Michelle's Brunette Ambition. And we have a tiara there because princess. This is my middle grade shelf, which has all of the Percy Jackson books by Rick Riordan that I own. I read one of them from the school library when I was in year 12, so I don't have that one. Then I have the first 3 Heroes of Olympus novels. I have The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare, Ruby Rosemount and the Magic Carpet by Jodie Brownlee, Children of the Lamp, The Arcaton Adventure by P.B. Kerr, Deltora Quest by Emily Rodda. This is the second series in the series. Here is my Harry Potter shelf. We have all of the Harry Potter books, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Tales of the Beetle and the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, and then we have the illustrated edition, Page to Screen, Creature Vault, Film Wizardry, and the Elder Wand. This is my fairy shelf, even though these aren't fairies, but they have fairies in them. We have the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, which is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. We have the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, The Iron King by Julie Kagawa, Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. We have Wings and Spells by April Lynn Pike, and my Spanish phrase book because I want to learn Spanish. This is my dystopian shelf, which we have Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, The Forsaken by Lisa M. Starks, which I have yet to read. Then we have the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins, the Maze Runner series by James Dashner, and The Lifespan of Starlight by Talia Kalkitsakis. Is my classics shelf. This has a pretty box, I think it's full of jewellery, from Peter Alexander. Twelfth Night by Shakespeare, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, The Grimm Brothers Fairy Tales, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, 1984 by George Orwell, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and The Complete Oxford Shakespeare. This is my fantasy shelf, sort of. I was like, let's make a dragons shelf, and then I realized I only had like 3 books with dragons in them. So that didn't work. But we have Elixir by Hilary Duff, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, The Alchemist by Michael Scott, Inkheart by Cornelia Funk, The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, Knife by R.J. Anderson, The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nelson, Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. This is my chick lit shelf, I guess you could call it. We have Busy by Kathy Cassidy, which is a great book that I read when I was younger. The All About Rachel series by Sarah Mlinowski. Sorry. Where Rainbows End by Celia Ahern. The Carrie Diary series by Candace Bushnell. We have the first 3 books in the Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants series by Anne Brashares, Beauty Queens by Libba Bray, and Curse of the Mega Boobed Bimbos by Grace Dent. This is my favourite shelf currently because of the way it looks. I'm talking about this. This is my contemporary shelf. We have Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist by Rachel Conn and David Levithan, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan, then Paper Towns by John Green, Looking for Alaska by John Green, Looking for Alaska Again by John Green, Binge by Tyler Oakley, If I Stay by Gail Foreman, and The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. This is my magazine shelf, which also has colouring books on it and tour books. I won't go through that. The Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer, including the 10th anniversary with Life and Death, and Frostbite by Rochelle Mead, The Diviners by Libba Bray, Bright Young Things and the Lux by Anna Goldbersen, Gossip Girl The Carlyles by Cecily von Zaga. Oh, actually I don't think she wrote that. The second book in the Gossip Girl series by Cecily von Zaga, The Reader on the 627 by John Paul Dieter Laurent, 2 notebooks that I write quotes in that I really like, Wreck This Journal by Kerry Smith, paperback edition of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, the first 2 books in the Pretty Little Liars series by Sarah Shepard, The Bro Code and the Playbook by Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. And finally, we have my last shelf, which is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, Match by Ali Condi, Mr. Chen's Emporium by Deborah O'Brien, The Selection by Kiera Cass, Imaginary Girls by Nova and Suma, The Queen Must Die by K.A.S. Quinn, Moon Over Soho by Ben Aronovich, Glory Be by Augusta Scattergood, The Martian by Andy Weir, Serafina by Rachel Hartman, and Life of Pi by Jan Martel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for persevering through that with me. And bye. Bye. What happened? Bye. Here we Nick and Nora's